It is a very big day today for Toledo Public Schools. Most of the students have officially started the new year. We know some more tomorrow and Wednesday. And this afternoon, we have TPS Superintendent Dr. Romules Durant with us to talk about the year ahead. First of all, thanks so much for joining us here. We know today we had the elementary school kids. I think it was 1st through 8th and high school freshmen started today.
That's correct.
So you have a good chunk of them. How did it go so far, do you think?
You know what? It went great today. I started early off in the morning at Escuela, then turned around, went to the Boys Academy, then the Girls Academy, and then went on to Old West End Academy, and then went to Glenwood, Rosa Parks, and finished my day off at Bowser Arts and Science Academy. But kids were excited, parents were happy. Just a great day to start the year off.
I can remember working mornings for so many years, looking forward to when we got to those times of the day where you were at each school and you would greet them, and the kids really look up to you and the others that were there too. What do you get from that? Because you're trying to send them off on their first day on a good note, right?
Yep. You know, it's just an affirmation about how connected. You never really know until you hear the child call you out by name and just watches you from afar. And I always tell people, no matter what, kids are always watching. And so you really, see that in perspective. But at the same time, great conversation about what they want to do with their lives, understanding that, hey, they've always had an interest in the field, never knew what it was about, and they're just happy to know that early in their career, they can start exploring these fields and know at the end of the day, they have a true opportunity of a career.
And I'm sure the kids had busy summers, but seeing them refreshed today after getting that time off, what was the level of energy? I mean, the first day is always exciting, but you want them to be able to keep that and the teachers to keep that going, don't you?
Well, everyone felt refreshed, not only students, but you're talking about staff, and then at the same time, the parents are like, hey, we're ready to hand them on off. And,
yeah, right.
And so you can see the excitement on their face as well. But, I think it's just a great feeling because kids are coming in with new backpacks, and we work to make sure that every child had a backpack and school supplies. At the same time, readiness for the first day of school. And so, it's just a joy for kids because many times school is the greatest socialization agency for them. And so many of them come to this location as the ability to socialize with their peers and friends. And so there are those that they haven't seen all summer, and we're able to see them today. And now we're just going to continue on their educational journey.
And we know you have the Transformation 2.0 plan. Some tough decisions had to be made by the administration, by the school board when they approved that, trying to fill this $68 million deficit. Today, I guess, was the first test of that, right? How did things go with that? We know there have been some major changes. Some schools have closed. Bowser is a Science and Arts Academy today. You're wearing your Bowser suit, you said, right? How did it go today with that?
Well, it went great. I always tell people I always try to reflect the colors of the school. And so today I closed the day out at Bowser Arts and Science Academy. And so, again, the staff is as core is there. Everything's there. What we did is took intentional alignment within the art field, but more importantly, industry certification and employable opportunities within this region or as an opportunity of the job. And so these kids can now go through art pathways as well as then the health side as well. So we're adding a dental hygienist program there, again, which is something that we haven't had. And there's been many kids who have always wanted to go into dentistry. And so now we have an ability to know that we're laying a hand on opportunities for more and more kids who've had that interest but never had the opportunity because TPS didn't offer it.
And for kids whose school may be closed, we know there are some out there, Pickett and Harvard. They're in a new school this year. What advice do you have for parents? And they probably had their first day today. What advice do you have for parents to get them used to that because they were used to a school, now they're in a different one?
You know what, one thing about education, and I had to learn that on as a teacher, that change happens. Every year it used to depress me when my class would leave and I would have a different one and a new one, and then I get real built back up. And in the same way with schools, you'll go through elementary, you'll go through junior high, and you'll go through high school. But at the same time, some of us get attached to some of our schools within our community, and we truly understand that and feel for that. And that's the reality of some of these tough decisions that we've had to make. But one of the things is rest assured that everything that we've done for our students have been nothing but top notch, as well as providing more opportunities that kids can rest assured that if there's something they want to do, our district is working to make sure it's there, or will plan to make sure the opportunity exists somewhere down that road. And so we were excited, and so we tell the parents that, listen, at the end of the day, open yourself up to new opportunity. Sometimes change is good, and so within that, your child is going to go through life with various challenges and changes. And this gives them that opportunity. How they handle it and embrace it is what they're going to do throughout the rest of their life.
And let me ask you this. You just got back from a trip to England where you talked about some of the programs in Toledo.
Yep.
How did that go? And did you have to bring up that there have been some challenges back in the United States with funding and tough decisions, cuts had to be made?
Yes, you know what? So one of the things is that they're very big in apprenticeship. And I had studied their model coming into superintendency, which really springboarded the academy that we have today. And so they were very impressed. And so I had the privilege to go to the University of Oxford to speak with professional superintendents within the country as well as throughout the world to be able to have conversations about what it looks like within Toledo, Ohio, and the work that we're doing and how we've reached not only within our region, what's in this state, but we have kids coming from outside this country literally wanting to take advantage of these opportunities. This is what brought them to say, what are you doing that we could be doing differently, that our kids are progressively going through junior high or elementary, but ultimately within the employable opportunities within our region to help scale our economy.
And real quickly, do they have funding issues there too?
Well, and their model is a little different in England compared to ourselves. I could say within the United States, urban districts across the country have had a hit. And I think what most people don't realize is that there was the COVID funding cliff, meaning that there were dollars provided by the federal government to provide positions and support services, but at the same time, no dollar to help buffer that when those dollars ended. And so one of the things that we were looking to do when we went for the levy previously was to help salvage some of those positions. But what we were not expecting is a $24 million shortfall from the federal government of funding the Fair School formula that was projected for a 5-year forecast, which is huge.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Durant. I know you've had a busy day. Hopefully you get some rest tonight and get ready for day 2 tomorrow. So,
no, it's a pleasure. Thank you again.
Always good to have you on that first day and any days.
Thank you.
We'll help you come back.